separation. This is going to be specifically for the military. So I just separated from the military, and there's a lot of things that I learned while in the process that I wish that I was told prior to, because it would have made my transition honestly 6 times easier than what it already was. So the first thing I want to cover is what to consider, right? So I know that, you know, the thought of separation can be very intimidating, and it's something that all of us kind of play with, you know, whether it be a 2-year tour, 3-year tour that we did in you know, in the very beginning. It's something that we always toy around with, right? So the biggest thing is setting yourself up for success. So the better you are with planning your separation, the better off you are once you are coming up to your EOS or your EOS if you're in the Army or the Marines. So I'm only speaking on the Navy's behalf, but this applies to any branch. So my biggest recommendation for anyone is to plan at least a year in advance, right? If you plan a year in advance, you're already planning your savings, you're planning what you want to do, like as far as if you want to start utilizing your GI Bill, you're planning your family if you have a family. Like if you have a family, that's literally the biggest thing, because you're not just worried about yourself. You have to focus on what's better for my wife, what's better for my kids, what's better for any other dependents that are living with you. So you want to always make sure that everybody that you have listed as a dependent, including yourself, are covered prior to you just making a ultimate decision to separate. So the first thing that I would like to go over that a lot of people do not know of is the Skillbridge Program. So this is for every branch: Air Force, Marines, Navy, Army, you name it. So the Skillbridge Program is something that you can set up 6 to 9 months prior to your EOS. Now, what's the Skillbridge Program? So the Skillbridge Program is an internship in which you can actually go to the website, and I'll have a separate video because there's a lot of ins and outs to it. I'll provide some point of contacts, and I'll also provide my personal recommendations and what I did to ultimately lead me to take the Skillbridge route. So for me, my EOS was in March. I embarked on the Skillbridge Program in November. So what does that mean? I was stationed in San Diego. I took a Skillbridge Program that led me all the way to Charlotte, where I currently reside, and I was working, obviously, so you can't double dip. So the thing is, you'll still be getting paid by the military, but you'll be doing an internship. So I was in Charlotte making San Diego BAH and still getting the same entitlements, pay entitlements, that I was getting as if I was in San Diego. So all you'll be doing for your command is essentially going TAD. So there's a lot of stipulations to this, so that's why I don't want to cover everything in this one video. You know, as you guys can see, I like to kind of encapsulate everything all into at least 7 minutes, so that way it's not drawn out. So look forward to it. I'll definitely have it pinned somewhere on the video, just so you guys can just click straight to it and kind of get a better understanding of what the Skillbridge Program is. But definitely look into the Skillbridge Program if you haven't already. Talk to your career counselor or talk to somebody that's knowledgeable, that's probably been in long enough, maybe 10, 12 years, that can kind of give you more of an explanation if I haven't already released a video. Another thing that you want to do is your GI Bill. I encourage everybody to take advantage of the GI Bill. Reason being is because that's one of the main reasons why a lot of people join the military to begin with. As we all know, school is very expensive, $100,000 plus, $200,000 plus, depending on what you're trying to major in. And even if you don't want to get a degree, why not get some credentialing, or why not, you know, learn a trade and utilize your GI Bill, and it's free of cost. You might as well, you already served your country, so you might as well get something out of it. That's the one thing I've always told myself, and I've always told a lot of my junior sailors. The Navy's going to get what they want from you, so get as much as you can from the military while you're still in there, right? So the GI Bill, start setting yourself up for success now. So the biggest thing before you can actually start utilizing your GI Bill is called a certificate of eligibility. So certificate of eligibility is required by all universities or any trade school, because that certifies that you are eligible for your GI Bill. So I'll actually provide the number now. I don't see it changing. It's 2022. So if you're watching this 2025, 2026, it might change. But as of right now, the number is 888-442-4551. All you have to do when you call is to say, hey, I'm interested in going to school. I need a certificate of eligibility. They'll provide it in about a week. So this way, if you already know you want to go to school, why not be proactive? And instead of waiting to the last minute where you end up, you may end up missing your semester because now you have to scramble to get your certificate of eligibility. So all it's going to say once you get it is going to be a letter. It's going to say, this is to whom it may concern, blah, blah, blah. You are eligible for your GI Bill benefits. As long as you got discharged honorably and I believe other than honorable as well. I have another video navigating through your GI Bill and how to actually utilize it and maximize your GI Bill as well. Excess leave, that's another thing you want to consider. If you use the Skillbridge program, for example, you don't have to take any leave. You know what I mean? You're already utilizing the military to get you to where you want to be at. So I would also recommend for the Skillbridge program, go to wherever you ultimately want to reside at and where you want to live at. I thought to myself after speaking to my spouse that, okay, cool, let's go to Charlotte. So after I already made the ultimate decision to go to Charlotte, I did my Skillbridge program out there. I had exactly 54 and a half days of leave and got $4,860.33. So that's for 54 days of leave. That's a whole nother paycheck that could set you up. So my thing is, if you already know that you're about to start separating and you like, okay, this is definitely something I want to do, save all your leave days, sell them back. You know what I mean? If you're pretty cool with your command, most of the time, if you have certain appointments and things of that nature, you don't even have to take leave. You just talk to them, you go to your appointments, and then you'll be all set. Disability. Disability is literally the biggest thing that we all must do as service members. So whether it be a headache, whether it be anxiety, nicotine dependence, whether it be your back, joint pain, arthritis, I mean, the list goes on. And I'll have another video on that to get the highest percentage for your disability. And I would like to actually speak to all of you guys one-on-one so we can figure out what route is the best for you. But the disability, you want to start on that, honestly, 2 to 3 years prior. Even if you have thoughts of getting out, but you ultimately don't get out, I would still go to medical and claim as much as you can. You know what I mean? The more claims, the higher the percentage. And it's not just, okay, I have depression and anxiety. You want to be able to accumulate everything that you can all at once. So the more claims, the higher possibility for you to get 100%, 90%, 80%. Why do I say this? Because this is another paycheck that's going to set you up. So when you're out in the civilian world, you don't have to worry about too much because now you have $2,300 coming in every single month for the rest of your life. So disability is literally the biggest thing that you have to take advantage of. And if you don't, I guarantee you will kick yourself in the butt later on down the line.